Hey, Hub. Hey, we about to start the podcast. As soon as we done with it, I'm gonna call you right back.
Welcome to Down South Football Podcast, man, on the prediction show on this Thursday night. I don't know why Tucker looking like that. I don't know why Ben look like he don't belong in this country or something. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm not even addressing what's going on the bottom of my screen. My sanity, not going to do it. It's a championship weekend. We got stuff going on, man. We got teams we got to see. We got playoff rankings we got to discuss. Soon to be expanded playoffs. But anyway, Thursday evening, fellas, what's going on with y'all, man?
Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. I don't know, man. What did I do? What I did, Tuck? What I do?
Well, you didn't do it. You didn't do anything, Dave. We'll talk about it later.
I ain't do that.
You didn't do it. You didn't do anything. I think it was a StreamYard thing. It's fine. We're not gonna talk about it or dwell on it right now. We're not just do it.
Okay, we talk about Tuck internet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that shit was chopping the screw yet again.
Look, until I get that thing fixed, it is what it is. I got it.
When you off today?
It ain't gonna matter. Look, I don't
bragged about it.
I don't dig in the ground. I mean, I just pay these folks. That's it.
I thought you was going to get another router. I mean, I'm just saying, man.
I still got to go up into the ceiling. I still got to run around. It ain't the router. It's the service.
Oh, you talking about the service? My bad. I thought you had an issue with the router, man. That's my fault. I didn't know.
Okay. Then take it right here.
I mean, I really want to take like 15 seconds to figure out what the hell is going on at the bottom of my screen.
I mean, greetings, man. Just peace and blessings, man. You know what I'm saying? Just feeling fresh, renewed. You know what I'm saying? Fresh off my Dubai trip. You know what I'm saying? Just feeling fresh and renewed. You know what I'm saying? Not loud, calm tone, calm voice. You know what I'm talking about?
Loud right now.
You know what
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this again.
Peaking,
I'm gonna say this again. I just want somebody to tell me what the hell is going on the bottom of my screen.
I mean, I guess he's got the what is it called?
Shmakaka.
I don't think it's called that, but it's close.
Shmakaka.
I think it's close. Yeah. Okay. Hope we don't offend anybody who's out there listening. Because I'm pretty much sure that's not what
Hey, hit him with the disclaimer. The thought.
I don't really know what's going on right now. But anyway, man, look. We here. It's championship week, prediction show, things going on. But y'all know how we do, man. We gotta talk about this. Since we are this prediction show, we gotta talk about the predictions, man. We gotta talk about the predictions from the last week and where we are. And it's actually kind of surprising where we are, unfortunately. And here we go.
Damn.
I'm trying to figure out what's surprising. I don't see anything surprising. So I'm trying to figure out.
You stop talking about yourself.
So we got a 3-way tie.
Oh, you talking about the three? You talking about the 61, 61, 61? Oh, okay, yeah, that is.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't see nothing else. I saw David, and I saw nothing else.
And that was it. Yeah.
I am low key depressed.
You had a rough week, brother.
Oh yeah, and still look at that. One more win. David got one more win than me, but I got 12 more losses. Damn,
them pluses.
there.
Damn pluses.
Hey, I told you I was taking my mid ranges. I wasn't gonna shoot too many threes. I don't keep.
Well, hell, I might go plus everything right now.
Okay, it's like, look.
I mean, it is what it is.
We pulling up on 30.
I just want my silver medal. I mean, I don't know what's wrong about y'all. I just want a silver medal. I ain't trying to be like the MEAC. I don't try for. We don't have co-champions. MEAC had co-champions. We have no. We have champions. So if I'm being second place, let me be in second place. Tuck, you got anything to say about your rank?
I mean, it is what it is. I could possibly catch Dave. I gotta pick my pluses right. That's what I'm looking at. And Dave has to slip up somewhere. And I gotta pick
pluses.
And here's the thing: I have to pick opposite of the day to catch him. So
you're saying is your picks might not be reflective of how you really feel tonight.
Correct.
That's what I'm hearing. Okay, yeah, I'm just wondering.
I mean, honestly, I think I could just step out the side, out the way, and just let you three hash it out. Because I think
if you think it's that, you know what?
No. You're going to pick, buddy. You're going to pick, buddy.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna be quiet because right now he got the right to say what he want to say because of where we at with everything.
I'm just saying, if y'all follow me or I follow y'all, it's gonna. Unless y'all taking pluses, I'm shooting straight Sean Livingston's tonight.
Mid-range. Okay, mid-range. That's what we doing.
Hey,
mid-range.
Look, hey, them pluses caught us up. That's all I know. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I think last week caught me up. Well, wherever it was, that week was probably the worst time to have the worst week of the year. But anyway, moving on. I digress. But all y'all good folks, man. Thank y'all. Number one, I want to thank y'all folks for the super chats the other night. I want to thank y'all for going to DSLpodcast.com and hopping on the shot glasses. I have one in my hand. So y'all can see it's real because somebody asked me, is this for real? It is for real. See it? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so the picture is what you get right here in my hand, okay? Dealing with Ben, I might have to use it this weekend. Who knows? I don't know. But we are out of stock right now. We are restocking. So as soon as we restock all the way up, we're going to let y'all know, man. We're going to have more this time. But we appreciate y'all coming through. Purchasing the shot glass, man. Much love. But since we here, we might as well just go and get into it. Since it's championship week, we're gonna start with Friday night. Let's start with Friday night. We got the Pac-12 championship, number 11 Utah versus number 4 USC. USC is a 1.5 point favorite, 7 p.m. on Fox. As y'all know, these two teams met earlier this year. So y'all go ahead and just let me know where y'all want to start. Dave, you want to kick it off?
Of course I go first. I have no problem with going first, brother. That's what I do, as you saw from the standings. But listen.
We're not going to hit the end of it.
I am never let y'all first of all, if I blow this lead, I'm never logging in doing the podcast.
And we ain't gonna let you have it.
I don't remember. How many years we've been tracking predictions?
4 years.
3 years, and I've been third for
I did for
2 of the 3.
So basically, I should have been celebrating more.
Yeah.
No, that's okay.
I won the first year. You won the second year, and then now David's winning right now. So
you're saying next year we ain't gonna have a show because if Ben win, we just gonna quit.
Well, Ben's been in the same position at all 3 counts. So.
Hey, I'm tired of second, brother.
Let me tell you something.
You're not gonna take me off my. You know what?
The one thing Ben gonna show is consistency. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm tired of second.
I ain't in that. I'm not
Hey,
in
y'all
that.
remember the tiebreaker last year was me and Ben with the bowl games. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
you're not gonna win.
Well,
I
you
throw
never
that
know.
up.
We might be in a tiebreaker scenario coming up here soon. But anyway, let's kick it off.
Hey, yeah. Here's what I think about this game. I mean, not too much to really go into as for. I mean, these teams know each other. I think we know both of these teams. We know what they bring to the table. Each one of them. Utah won that game the first meeting. They had a little extra inspiration. They were at home. I think USC was in position to win that game. I want to say they were maybe leading.
Mhm.
If my memory serves me correctly.
Yeah, Utah came.
Yeah, Utah came back. So I'm looking at it this way. Just on the surface and just from what I see, I think nobody's gonna fool anybody. Everybody knows what comes to the table. I think without the home field advantage, without the extra motivation of the players they had on the helmet and things like that, I think second time around USC got more to play for. I think Lincoln Riley and them boys get it done, man. So that's where I'm at with it. So give me USC and give me the mid range.
Oh, okay. I see you changed that up real quick.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm taking all 2 pointers tonight. I ain't going no plus. I leave the pluses to the 61s.
I'm gonna put water in my shot glass. How about that?
All right. Check this out. Yeah, same premise that they brought. It's gonna be hard for Utah to beat them twice. But they was inspired the first game. But you never know. They might come in and shock the world like they did the first game. They might try to hey, we ain't got nothing to lose, Utah. So that's what. But I gotta catch Dave. So give me USC and give me some sauce.
Pac-12, Pac-12, Pac-12. Do not Pac-12. And what I mean by that, y'all have been eating yourselves alive this whole season. Don't Pac-12, okay? So give me USC with the plus. I don't think that Utah is going to get them twice in the same season as was stated before. And I think Lincoln Riley really wants to, even though at this point he don't have to stick it to Oklahoma, but this will just be another feather in his cap to go out to USC and in year one make the playoffs. So give me USC. Give me USC with some sauce.
Interesting. I mean, y'all gave an overview, so I'm just gonna give a little bit more. Okay, USC pass defense and defense is 110th overall in the nation. Overall defense, they over like 101st in the nation. That's all great. USC has, Utah has a great running game and everything. I mean, all y'all made some really, really great points. I've been riding with Utah, but I also told y'all that I wouldn't ride with Utah no more. I'm riding with USC as far as this year go and a fun fact, since y'all want one fun fact, Utah is 0-5 against the spread in the last 5 games they were favored. So give me USC and give me the sauce. Okay. I'm done. I'm done with them. I'm done with Utah. I love them, but I like you said, they got something more to play for, man. That's right. Just where I am with it. Let's go. We gonna go. Let's go MAC championship. The MAC championship of Toledo versus Ohio. Ohio is a dog in this game. 3.5 points, 11 a.m. on ESPN. So, give a little fun facts about this game because I know a lot of people don't.
Please give a fun fact. You can get more than fun facts.
A lot of people look. You got to watch the Maction. The real gamblers know they watch the Maction on Tuesday and Wednesday night. You got to watch the Maction. Maction is always fun up in the MAC. So let me tell y'all this: the Ohio Bobcats are 9-3. Toledo is 7-5. Toledo just got upset by Western Michigan last week. So they're coming in off of a loss. Ohio is doing pretty well, come off a Bowling Green win, 38-14. So I mean, they're pretty two high scoring offenses, but they do have some injuries and some things going on. But that's just a little summary of where we at right now. So I'll go ahead, Dave. I'll let you go ahead and start off where we at.
Man, you said Toledo lost to Western
Michigan, 38-14, if I believe that right.
But they are the favorite in this game.
Yeah. For what they've done all season, yeah.
Hey, man, just give me Toledo.
But both teams have severe quarterback issues. Ohio, their All-American quarterback got unfortunately hurt last week, but he is supposed to play. Toledo, their starting quarterback and their backup quarterback is hurt, but they're both listed as healthy enough to play. I'm just putting it.
Yeah, give me Toledo.
Well, hell, I was about to go with now that you done said that, you know what?
No, go ahead and go with your first mind. Don't bring it what we got over here now.
Ohio, man. You know what I'm saying? What's the kid's name? Bangura. You know what I'm saying? Done rushed for almost 1,000 yards this season, man. I'm gonna rock with Ohio because you said that the backup quarterback, the quarterback, and the running back hurt on Toledo. I'm gonna go with Ohio. I'll base off the injury report.
Off the injury report. Okay, like they just don't have backups. Okay, give me Toledo. Give me Toledo and give me some sauce. Again, what this is all about is Dave. That's the only way we can do it. Just right now, we gotta sauce it out.
Okay, 3.5. Okay, make sure I got them. Put that right there because I ain't gonna remember this spread.
We know because I see what you drinking right now. You need to write down every little thing.
You need to write down everything. I'm just gonna say, the fans are really being screwed by this because these are the top two. When they held to the top two offense in the MAC, with everything, and Ohio with Harris is a little bit more healthy than Toledo is. So I'm gonna roll with the Bobcats. Give me Ohio and give me the sauce. So that's why I am with that.
Okay.
That's what we get. Maction, baby. Maction. I know where everybody going with this one. Let me just go and put it up there. Sun Belt Championship. We got Coastal Carolina versus Troy at Troy Stadium for the hot Troy Trojans. 2:30 p.m. ESPN. Man, I'm really, really pulling for Troy for this one, I think. But hey, what y'all got, man? I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and go. Dave, what you got?
Did they play in the regular season?
I believe they did, and I believe they got beat in the regular season. I'm talking about Coastal Carolina.
Troy beat Coastal in the regular season.
Okay, I'll give another fun fact on this one right here.
Come on with it.
James Madison really won the Coastal slide of it, but they're not eligible, and they beat the crap out of Coastal Carolina. So the Coastal Carolina's not. I'm just saying like where they are with everything right now, and as hot as Troy has been.
Yeah. Okay.
A little fun fact with that one.
They didn't meet this year though, so this will be the first time that they see.
My bad.
You're fine. Try to trip me up. That's okay. It's okay.
Was they showing coast to coast too busy interviewing?
Could be true. Yeah, give me Troy, man. They at home. I'm going with the home team. Give me Troy, man. Y'all know I don't want no sauce. I just want these layups.
Well,
okay, that's what we doing now.
I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate on this one. Coastal Carolina. I think Coastal Carolina gonna get Troy, man. Troy is coming up for high rate, but Troy is very, very, very not inconsistent when it comes to playing football. So give me Coastal Carolina and give me the sauce.
Oh,
that sounds like an Auburn Montgomery hate pick.
Coastal. What's the sauce?
Go Warhawk.
Please write that one down and hard, Ben.
Oh yeah, anyone plus the sauce. So that's 7. So that's a hard one on the. Okay, Tuck. I see you, Tuck. You know what I'm talking about? You know what? But Tuck, you know what? I'm gonna hop in the car with you simply because I like they nickname the Chanticleers or Chanticleers. You know what I'm saying? Give me the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. But I ain't taking no sauce.
All these reasons. Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna go and put like this. Troy is hot. Troy hasn't lost since September.
Woo.
Number one.
I mean,
let's just go ahead and put it out there. Troy hasn't lost to September when they lost against Appalachian State. Coastal Carolina just got their eyes beat in. Troy is very, very hot. They doing their thing. And if you want to do a fun fact behind it, I know you want one. Coastal Carolina is 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team with a winning home record, and Troy definitely has that. While the Trojans are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 conference games, give me Troy and definitely give me the sauce. Okay. That's a big sauce, but I'm gonna take it. What I got to lose? I mean, I'm just saying I ain't got nothing to lose in this whole scenario, so that's where we at.
Aaron,
somebody.
Aaron, be quiet. Aaron, be quiet.
Hey, he trying, area. He trying. He trying hard, bro. It ain't gonna work. Hold on. Sean says,
No. Hell no. You crazy?
No.
No, I'm trying to catch day. That's the only reason I'm doing this.
hey, tell him to bust a super chat for it.
Oh man, y'all crazy.
We do a super chat for it, Sean. Hey, stop filling up Tuck Cash App. Well, not Tuck Cash App. I mean, you Tuck filling up your Cash App. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna leave it like that. So, just kind of doing it in a little bit of order for time, a little bit. We got the Big 12 championship. We got number 10 Kansas State versus number 3 with their playoff hopes on the line. TCU 2.5 point favorites. 11 a.m. ABC.
Hey man, at this time of the year, everybody know everybody. Everybody know what they bring to the table. Everybody know what they got to play for. Kansas State can play spoiler. TCU will get their first berth to the college football playoff. I believe TCU, especially when they won, I believe that in every championship run, whether it be conference championship or national championship, you have a defining moment. You win a game that maybe you weren't supposed to win, and then after you get over that hump, you kind of keep rolling. Hopefully that remains true. Give me TCU. Of course, I ain't doing no sauce this week. I mean, it's a left-handed layup, but can go left or right. It don't really matter, So, give me TCU, man, to seal the Big 12, clinch their berth in the playoff, get ready to play some football in January.
Okay.
I took. Oh, can I go for you? Go Tuck.
Go ahead.
Go for you, though. Fun fact. Nah, it really ain't a fun fact. But Kansas State, let me tell you something. Y'all done sat around there and said that Adrian Martinez was healthy. Look here. Leave that boy on the bench. Let him be healthy as break in case of emergency. Will Howard has been balling. Do not mess up what you have had going on by throwing in goddamn Adrian Martinez, Kansas State. Kansas State, I feel you. TCU, you've been dancing for too long. And it's time. It's time for there you go, Aaron. It's time for the chickens to come home to roost. Give me Kansas State.
Damn, man, I hate you, Ben. I really do, man.
I went before you because I ain't want you to say nothing. Give me Kansas State.
So you went out of order just to satisfy your needs.
Yeah, of course.
No, I ain't want him to say I took his pick. I want him to take his pick.
Oh, okay. That made more sense.
That's what light-skinned people do. They just try to take over. Anyway, I am
exactly, Sean.
Like we all said, TCU I've been saying this whole year, TCU been dancing. They've been like jigging. All right, they've been on now. Guess what, guys? Ohio State is about to be in the playoff this week. They've been dancing way too much. They got 45 points. They blew out Iowa State last week, but guess what? They're not gonna in the battle of the purple jerseys. TCU is gonna come up short this week. Give me Kansas State and give me close.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. These teams have already met once this year with TCU pulling out a 10-point win. TCU is battle tested, really, really battle tested. The defense has not been exactly what everybody likes for it to be. I am 100% going to go with TCU, not because I think they're the better team or whatever, but I'm gonna tell you something. When you execute the way that they executed that field goal to stay undefeated, and the time they had on it, it's just something different about this team that Sonny Dykes got going on with Max Duggan. And you already said that Adrian Martinez is hurt. So, and I know Will Howard has been balling. I know it. But for my personal sake, I'm going with TCU and give me the sauce.
Okay.
We're gonna roll through this a little bit quicker because like we got some other issues that we need to talk about. We need some other things that we want to get to. Yeah. Yeah. Give me TCU and the Sauce. So moving on. We got the American Championship. Number 22 UCF versus number 18 Tulane. Tulane is a 3.5-point favorite, so basically got that hook, basically got that home field. 3 p.m. ABC. Dave?
UCF won first matchup, right?
Nope. Yes.
Yeah, they did, because that's one of the games that I picked and you didn't.
I know it. I picked Tulane. You're right.
You're gonna make the same mistake. Man, look, man.
So much. You remember that shit?
Yeah,
I remember that. Pick. You miraculously remember this shit.
Hey, in the words of the great Senator Tuck, that's when I did this.
Lead is expanding, bro. I got you.
Hey, no, man. But honestly, I'm gonna roll with Gus, man. I think Gus gets it done. I know Tulane. I think is this game in New Orleans?
Yes,
it should be.
So.
I think so. Be 100%. Yeah. I think so. Yes, I think so.
I think that I don't think Gus is going to lose that game, especially with him having beaten them the first time. He always kind of keeps something in his back pocket. In these games like this, he will win. This is a Gus game. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with UCF to get the conference championship, man.
Let me tell you, from my experience, from Gus Malzahn, in any kind of big time game, go the other way. I'm picking Tulane. Tulane still has a coach that he's not going anywhere. Everybody thought he was going to Georgia Tech. He's still staying there. He got a little renewed focus now. I think he'll be fine. Give me Tulane and Green Wave.
Dave, you said the lead was going like this the last time we picked this game, right, brother?
Yeah, it's going the other direction now.
You know what I'm saying? This is a home game.
Give me the Sauce too.
Oh, you want Sauce? Which one you want Sauce?
Tulane, yeah.
Okay. This is a home game for Tulane. I'm not believing in Gus in no big game. I'm not believing in big game Gus. I'm not riding the Gus bus down New Orleans to figure out that he's going to pull it off twice in the same season against the Green Wave. You know what I'm talking about? Give me the Green Wave. Give me the Green Wave at home with Sauce.
Damn it.
I know, right? I know.
Okay. John Rice Plumlee is still a little gimpy, even though he got hurt last week. But the backup, Mikey Keene, is very capable and been doing really, really well when it comes down to it. But Tulane, Tulane does have the number one scoring defense in the American Conference. They have a lot going for them. I'm gonna roll with Tulane, man, and give me the Sauce. I'm gonna roll with Tulane because I really think that Tulane is gonna get it.
We trying to catch Dave. They're gonna be a lot of stuff I agree with Dave on, but I'm just saying, like, with that one, and I know Gus does not. It's Gus. Gus can't win the big game, man.
See, you stuck on Gus. You can. I'm not dealing with Gus right now. But anyway, let's see what I know. This about to be no, it's about to be some mess in here. Mountain West Championship. Fresno State versus Boise State. Boise State is a 4.5-point favorite, 3 p.m. on Fox.
Are they on the blue turf? What are they playing?
They are in Boise, if my understanding is right.
Yeah. Give me Boise, man. Blue turf Boise. Enough said. Okay.
Give me Boise. Give me the Sauce. Brian Harsin will come back as athletic director here in a couple weeks. So
you always gotta add something to something.
You got really wrong with you. Got nothing else to do. Run up, Broncos. Let's ride.
What you mean he got nothing to do? The man was at the game last night supporting his son.
The man was still an Auburn man at the game, Tug. He was at the game eating popcorn.
Look, guess what? He's about to leave because the end of the semester is upon us.
Yeah, as soon as the end of the semester is upon us, and plus he would be getting $7.5 million in a one-time check. So hey, I would hang around with y'all too.
Peace.
Go ahead, Ben.
I'm rocking with Boise, man, simply because of the field. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Because of the field. Okay,
that's all I got.
I think Broncos should have an easy win in this one. Should be an easier time. No disrespect to Fresno State because I got family out there now. But the Broncos are 6-1 against the spread in their last 8 meetings against the conference, and they're against against Fresno State, and they're 15-6 in the last 21 meetings. Give me Boise, give me the sauce, and I'm taking Boise big. I want them big.
So you want sauce too?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. If I'm gonna go down with Flames,
yeah, we gotta go down.
Yeah, hold on, boy. Hold on, Sean.
Gay football. Thank you for that popcorn, my boy.
You missed the 9, though. You missed the 9. I know what you meant, though. I'm with you on that. Because he was killing that popcorn last night. Side note on that right there. So
it's evenly salted,
bruh. Trying to see now where we want to go for these last couple of them. I'll just go on get it. Let's go on get it in. We got the SEC championship, number 14 LSU versus number 4 Georgia. Georgia is a 17.5 point favorite. 3 p.m. CBS. Probably for one of the final last times, but moving on.
Jay Daniels, he's going to have to play out of his mind again. Which we've seen that happen. Perkins is going to have to do what Perkins do. Don't know about LSU D line versus Georgia's O line. Don't know about that. I think I might get an edge to Georgia there. I'll probably get Georgia the edge on the offensive line, on both sides, on offensive and defensive line. But all in all, I think Georgia wins. I don't think that they cover that 17.5. But I think they win. So give me Georgia.
Okay.
Same. Give me Georgia, but give me some sauce because I got to do it. But I really think after watching LSU play against Texas A&M, I feel a little bit more confident in picking the sauce because, I think LSU was looking forward to this game rather than play A&M. But you never know. But I think it's going to be a record-setting day for my boy, the fourth, Quintavious. So yeah, give me Georgia and give me the sauce.
LSU tore down the stretch, man. You know what? I don't want to say that Bama was your Super Bowl. I don't want to say it out loud, but you didn't look great against Arkansas, and we saw what happened in the debacle against Texas A&M. Mr. Perkins, Texas A&M, they kind of went at you a little bit. I'm sure that Georgia's smart enough to see what they saw on tape, and they're probably going to do the exact same. I don't think you will have the same impact in this game that you have had. Georgia will probably neutralize you. So give me GA and give me GA with some sauce.
Everything within me wants to take LSU because of the fact that everybody is counting them out. And Georgia defense, even though they're great, they're not the same level as Georgia defense as far as like some talent and things of that nature. And I think Jaden Daniels, like I said, going to have to play the game of his life. But I think one of the biggest things is going to be his legs. But Georgia's on a mission too. But it wouldn't surprise me. I'm going to take Georgia and I'm going to take the sauce because Georgia don't like to cover. They are 6-6 against the spread a lot of times this year. But when they are favored by 20 or more, or almost 20 points or more, they are 3-0. So when they are favored big, they cover. Give me Georgia. Give me Georgia for the sake of this show. But I'm really thinking that LSU gonna cover this just because of how they got up for the Bama game and this is Brian Kelly's kind of like MO.
Mm-hmm.
Like he gonna get them covered, but for the sake of this show, hey, I'll take it. Give me Georgia and the sauce. I'm with them on that. All right, so the ACC championship, Number 9, Clemson versus number 23, UNC. UNC is an 8-point underdog. 7 p.m. ABC.
North Carolina got any notable injuries or anything like that going on?
I can tell you that just in case.
Because you know what I'm about to do. You already know what I'm about to do.
What's that? What you about to do?
Laugh at that Sean. I'm laughing at Sean right now. But you know what I'm about to do.
What's that? I appreciate the super chat, Sean.
First of all, man, let me tell you about the Stetson guy, man. It's arguably one of the worst quarterbacks in the SEC, man. I just want to go and put that out there, man. He's terrible, man. Terrible.
What are you talking about, man?
Terrible, man.
Let me just cover up because of that comment.
Yeah, he's terrible.
How is he terrible?
Terrible. He's just surrounded by good. He like a Jim Harbaugh when he was pro.
Nobody calling the dude Deshaun Watson.
Wow. Definitely
not Sean.
Definitely not Deshaun. I mean, he might be. But anyway, that's a whole other story. I don't know. We don't know any personal issues with him. But listen.
What is going on?
What is going on right here? Hey, man, back to the game. Hey, Sean, okay. I talked about your boy Stetson 4 downs, man. 4 down. Talk to him, man. Yeah, he's terrible. But anyway, I digress. What game
we need
about?
this answer. We talking about Clemson versus USC. I mean UNC, excuse me.
Did we find out if there are any notable UNC injuries? Because Clemson is reeling at this point, bro.
Yeah, but
I mean, not nothing that they haven't been dealing with besides the fact of
they got Clemson as an 8-point favorite.
Yeah, yes, and give me North Carolina to win the ACC. I have zero confidence in Clemson. If Clemson don't sub out, what his name is? Underlay. What his name?
Underlay.
Yeah, him.
DJU.
If they don't put DJU bag up in, he might end up on last chance U because their ass gonna lose. Give me North Carolina, your ACC champions.
Sean, once again, appreciate the super chat, bro. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean.
So you got UNC the champions. Okay. Go ahead. Who next?
Give me Clemson with the sauce. I just don't think what you gotta do. It's a reason Vegas got him a 7.8-point favorite. It's a reason. Go ahead. Pick North Carolina so I can go ahead and win this damn thing. Go ahead. Let's go. Let's do it.
So you want Clemson with the sauce?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? North Carolina's defense has been consistent in one thing, that they can't stop the goddamn nosebleed. You want to talk about a feel-right game, a feel-good game. If you want to know what you want to know about DJU, this game gonna give you everything that you need to know. And the reason why I say this is because North Carolina's defense is terrible. It is terrible. So if DJ cannot handle his business against this god-awful defense, I don't think it's gonna come, people. I don't think it's gonna come. Now, with all that being said, Derek May has been the ACC Offensive Player of the Year, the ACC Rookie of the Year, the ACC, and we can go on and on and on on what we talked about with Derek May. I think Clemson is reeling, people. I really, really do. I think Clemson is reeling. So give me Derek May in overtime. Give me UNC. I think this game is going to be, because they're going to need it. Because ain't nobody going to be watching this foolishness. So it's going to come down to the fourth quarter in overtime. Give me UNC and give me Derek May with the heroics. Give me UNC, man.
Hold on one sec. I had to take a sip for every time that Ben messed up this boy's name. The man's name is Drake May.
Oh, I thought it was
Okay.
Derek. Oh, my bad. I knew
Yeah,
it was a D.
Yeah, you was confident in it. Don't only the hottest quarterback in the country could be a Heisman favorite if people wasn't so stuck in their feelings about a lot of stuff. I mean, the guy is what he is. So, but Clemson, man, like this game can go either way. With them with CFP being out the way, I don't know, but Dabo always liked to preach like about how important a conference title is. But you talk about North Carolina defense being a problem. I don't know how great UNC defense. I mean, about Clemson, how great their back end has been also. So since I got to do it, give me UNC. So they got to win by Clemson got to win by +7. So I'm not doing the sauce.
Yeah,
I'm not doing the sauce because, well, I mean, I could. I mean, it would make sense, but just give me UNC and we'll just take it that way. Okay.
And North Carolina lost back-to-back games too. Also,
That's because they didn't play Clemson back to back.
right.
Next game.
I ain't saying that. I'm moving on. I'm moving
say they
on.
missed some field goals.
I'm moving on, Dave. This what we got right here. We got the Big Ten championship. We got Purdue versus number 2 Michigan. Michigan is a 16-point favorite, 7 p.m. on Fox. And after the next game we pick, this is going to hopefully never not happen again with like Purdue, but I will explain later on. But go ahead.
Hey man, I mean Purdue. We all know the history of Purdue, man. What they do, they win games that they probably don't supposed to win. They do a whole lot of stuff they probably don't supposed to do. But fortunately for Michigan, Rondale Moore is in Arizona. And not playing this game.
Struggling.
right. So man, give me Michigan, man, and just because, sometimes being, sometimes you leave Sean Livingston open up the 3-point line in the corner, right?
Okay.
And he just can't help himself. So give me some sauce with the Wolverines.
I like that. I like your thinking. I like your thinking on that. I like it.
I like your thinking, but give me Michigan no sauce.
You know what, Dave? Gassing up the whip. If as you was 9-3, we riding in the car together. Give me Michigan with some sauce. You know what I'm talking about? Give me Michigan with some.
If you don't sit your 19 keys looking self down, well, what? I tell you, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Is it my turn? Lord, is it my turn?
You owe that cap Arab money.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna talk. I'm not even gonna go hard on that, bro. So yeah, give me Michigan, man. Y'all don't need a lot of stats in this, man. Hopefully we don't have to deal with this too much longer, and I will explain. But I know it's 17, 16. Well, 16 on here, 17 on some boys, but man, they 4-1 and gets a spread in the last 5 meetings between them two. So they're great at covering. Shout out, prayers up for Blake Corum, who had that season-ending surgery for knee today. But I think Michigan showed last week they got weapons as far as the running back. JJ McCarthy is doing his thing, showing up, and they got a line. And the defense is a little bit stronger than what most people give them credit for, man. I'll be the first one to say I did not give Michigan enough credit for where they were. So, but I still don't see them do nothing in the playoffs. Sorry, but I mean that's just
not without Corum. With Corum, yeah, but without Corum, I mean,
it depends on their draw. I don't care if they got Corum. You think so? You want Corum? I don't care if they got Corum in the playoff. Well, depend on who they draw, but. Whatever.
So if there'll be 2, then they'll probably draw TCU. TCU makes it.
But anyway, yeah, give me Michigan, man, and for the sake of it, I'll take. No, I ain't taking no sauce on that. No, I ain't taking no sauce on that. Sorry, no, we good. Just give me Michigan. But for the show of the week, we got the SWAC championship. DSF will be live and in the building in Jackson, Mississippi, to see Southern Jaguars, the Boombox Classic 2 on this year. Southern versus Jackson State. Jackson State about a 7-point favorite, 3 p.m. ESPN 2. Finally. So I'm gonna let y'all go first. I think I know where Dave is gonna go, but he might surprise me.
No,
Can I ask a group of questions? Can I ask a group of questions?
Question.
Does Travis Hunter score or defense or offense in this game?
Can you
Both.
ask that question when we finish?
Both. But this game could get tricky though. And I say that because you play in the same opponent. I mean, it could get tricky. I mean, because you're playing an opponent, a familiar foe.
Right.
It's a rivalry game again. It's gonna be packed out just like it was the first time. With that being said, I'm expecting the same results as the first time. So, give me Jackson State with some sauce on that being. That's another corner 3.
Oh, so we that's what
I got
doing?
Yeah.
That's what we doing.
Give me Jackson State with the sauce, but Southern will win the band competition.
I want to pull the trigger bad. I do. Some in me is telling me this game is definitely gonna be closer than what we. Some in me is telling me to pull the trigger. I can't do it, but I will say this: I do not think Jackson State covers this number. I don't. So I'm gonna take Jackson State, but I ain't taking no sauce because I think that this game is gonna be a lot closer than what people are expecting.
I respect that.
Let me ask you this question: If you were to take the best offense in this game, who would you take?
I think Jackson.
Jackson.
Would you take it by a large margin?
No.
For offensively, like comparing both offenses, one being way better than the other. Yes, I would.
Okay. It's kind of funny how numbers add up in these situations. But one team is averaging 37.55 points per game, and another team is averaging 33.3 points per game. Kind of funny how things add up. Everybody know the number one defense in the FCS scoring defense is Jackson State. Jackson State is a baller. It's full of ballers on that side of the ball. Shout out to Aubrey Miller for being defensive player of the year. Shout out to Shador for being offensive player of the year. But Jackson State getting 11 points a game. That's crazy, especially in the day and age. But Southern is giving up 18.82.
They got it.
They right there. The same wheelhouse.
They just can't throw the damn ball.
Yeah, they did. Jackson had a lot going for them last time. They had game day. They had a lot of stuff going there. Yeah, Southern talked that noise, which I'm interested to see who gonna say what this time. But apparently everybody been quiet this week. But I'm no fool. I'm rolling with Jackson State. Just had to give y'all a little bit of fun fact while we complain. I think the game could be closer just because of that. Air is going to be weather impacted.
Ain't supposed to rain, is it?
Yes.
It rained early.
Rain early. It's
supposed to snow, Ben. That's what it's supposed to do.
Hey, you know me. I'm just trying to make sure I get my gear together, brother. You know what I'm talking about? What do I need to wear? Is this Tim weather? It is
30 degrees, so.
But we're gonna be walking, so I can't wear the single. We're gonna do a lot of walking, so I can't wear the Tim.
Can we not talk about that?
No, go ahead and wear them Tim. Go ahead and wear them.
Come on, brother. Come on, speak. Since you want to speak, come on, brother. Come on. Close the doors. Come on, speak. They see you now. Come on.
Hey,
speak.
man, don't put that cup down like it's all slow. You got about 10 seconds. Go on, speak.
Hello.
There it is.
What's happening, Ron?
Hello.
Hold on. Who you got? You got Jackson State or you got Southern? Quick. You don't know neither one. Which one you got?
Jackson State.
All right, cool. That's what you said. Okay, I said that too. I put it on my paper. Put Jackson State.
See what I'm saying?
That thing is gonna snow on Saturday. So that's
But that's the picks for that. But man,
oh no, you got Jackson sauce or no sauce?
Just Jackson straight up.
Okay,
because the number wasn't 100% official. So yeah.
But we're going with the number that flashed on our screen, right?
Yes.
Make sure you put my sauce on mine.
I got you.
We're going to that.
Yeah.
Sauce.
Yeah, definitely not. But the thing I want to talk about just real quick is two things. Let's talk about let's talk about the yesterday. The Rose Bowl finally agreed, stop being a holdout for everything, and they have agreed. So now we will have expanded playoff in 2024. Probably possible format is what I saw today about. Of course, the 1 through 4 probably get a bye. Then of course, you have like 5 versus 12 and 11 versus 6 and all that kind of stuff like that. And it will be home field. Well, I say will be, but it looks like it's going to be home field.
First
and then
round.
after that,
Okay.
yeah, the first round. But the first 4 has a bye. So the first 4 will probably get a bye when it goes like that. And that's when the bowl system will get involved after that. And just want y'all thoughts on what y'all think about everything. I know where I'm at with it, but just want to see how y'all feel about it all when we're talking about the expanded playoff that we knew was coming. They ain't gonna miss out on 500 million, but that's a whole different story.
I still feel 12 is too much, but that's what they want to roll with. I was always in the wheelhouse of 6 to 8. That was always comfortable for me. That way you had your 5 conference champions, then you had your at-large with 6, or if you wanted to do, your 5 conference champions and 3 at-larges, I was cool with 8. But if you go to 12, I mean, the regular season still does matter. I know a lot of people was afraid of that. They was like, well, if you keep expanding, the regular season is not gonna matter. It still matters because you still need to win your conference. So I guess I'm okay with it, and we'll see how it plays itself out. This will be one of those years that I know we've seen on a lot of different spots where a lot of Bama fans are clamoring and they're just, they're happy because in this spot they would be A-okay. So that's my thought on it.
With me, I would need to see. I do want to see a little bit more. I think they are kind of telling us something without telling us something. Meaning, I want to see how much weight they're going to put on conference champions. If they're giving the top 4 seeds buys and it's 5 power conferences, then that lets me know that even if you win your conference, don't put you in the top 5. I mean, the top 4. If that makes sense. So because it's only 4 spots, so you can win. Let's just say you win the ACC, but you still get the 5th spot. So I kind of want to see how they're going to do that. Also, too, a lot of people make this take that it takes the emphasis off the regular season. Well, no, I think it put a little bit more emphasis on it because if you're not in the top 4, you need to be in position to be able to host a playoff game because you would hate to have to go in God knows where in doggone December, January, whenever they're gonna play.
Right,
So I think it makes it even more important. Yes, I saw somebody, I think it was Brooks or somebody said, well, they just kind of gave like Georgia, Alabama, some more schools like automatic bids to the playoffs. Technically, outside of this year, it's really the first year that Bama hadn't been in the playoff, right? So I mean, I think you still get more of the same. So I kind of disagree with it there. But all in all, I like it. Something I've been crying for the whole time. I think that 4 teams, and even if it ends up being the same 4 teams, some people may say, hey, you're gonna get the same 4 teams anyway. But here's what we do know: we have seen games change based off just one injury.
Yes,
you know what I mean. Who was it? James Williams. What was his name? Yeah, Williams. Then the year before that for Ohio State, I think the running back that transferred to Oklahoma, I think he got hurt like the first series or something. So injuries play a part in this. So one team that may be favored, Georgia, for example, could be favored. Stetson may take a wrong hit, and then
and to your point, Dave,
happen.
And to your point, I mean, I know we can figure out who Georgia backup is, but that goes to your point. You mess around there and get an injury to a key player like that, like we seeing right now with Corum in the damn right before the Big Ten title game. Even if we had a 12-team player, I don't think nobody would pick Michigan at this point, not right now without Corum. So you're right. I mean, one injury here, and that's it.
I mean, at the end of the day, you have other divisions of football that have over 20 teams in their playoffs because they want to find a true champion. I think the only way to find a true champion is to play it on the field.
Right.
And everything else, if you ain't playing it out on the field, you basically just get the trophy who you want to get to. and put who you want to put in the game. That's how I feel. Y'all all know how I feel about it. So
Okay.
that's my 2 cents.
Tuck.
I like it. You got more games, you got more. You still get to, with the conference championships and all that stuff. Now, one I got to do not agree with. I think I agree with Aaron on is that the super cupcakes. You still got that now. I mean, you still got non-conference cupcakes, but people are still gonna be wanting to play each other. So I really think that's not gonna change anything. You're still gonna have those same people playing whoever or whatnot. But the first 4 that's gonna get the bye, I agree with that. It's like it's playoff football. It reminds me of the NFL. A little bit.
Yeah.
You just gotta play your way in, and keep playing. It gives the 12 team a chance. Hey, even though we're ranked number 12, we got a chance to even prove it to any given Saturday.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with y'all. I'm on the fence of, like, a lot of people say, well, you know who's gonna be. It's just like the NCAA tournament. They didn't expand from 48 to 64, and then from 64 to 68 to say, hey, we want to make sure we're gonna get the same 4. They expanded because of the fact of now you got South whatever Missouri State is in a play-in game, and guess what? Their school is hyped, their school is in there, they're spending money, they're doing all of the kind of stuff like that. You have to look at this from a business point of view. The conversation now is going to be moved. Now, right now, we're talking about Alabama, and we're talking about Ohio State, and we're talking about Tennessee and USC. We're talking about that for that 4th spot. Now you're going to be talking about folks for like the 9th, 10th, 11th spot because they want this home game here. Now you're going to be talking about people for 15th, 16th spot because
who's 12? Who's 12 now? Who's 5 and 12 as it stands right now?
I can tell you right now, I actually have that in my phone. I actually have it right here.
I think 5 is Ohio State, right?
Yes.
So
Alabama is 6.
Alabama is 6,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like right now, like the first round matchups would be like Penn State, Clemson, Ohio State, Tulane, Tennessee, Kansas State, and Alabama and Utah.
Yeah.
If you took the 12 we got today.
Right.
And that's not going to say that they guarantee a group of 5.
Not guaranteed. What it does, it gives them more, because like for like a lot of group of 5s for them to move up, and you already know the goalpost is going to be moved. Not in a bad way, but I'm just saying like they're going to make sure they have a group of 5 in there. But the goalpost is going to be moved to where like this is going to happen with like someone like a Tulane or a UCF.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
like,
that's
say like
as long as they were still going to have an opportunity. When you go to 12, they still going to have opportunity.
That's the thing about it. So that's gonna be like the big argument. The argument now is like 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ain't gotta talk about whoever's at top every week. We're like, okay, that's the top 4. That's great. We got them. But man, let's talk about this 10 and 11, and let's talk about this 12 through 14, where it's like these teams are still good football teams, but they're just not getting the exposure to be able to get into it. And then that's what happens with the fact of the matter where those teams have that exposure to be able to get into that, to be able to talk about it. I get people argument that say that this is enough and that is enough, but how do we know?
Right.
And then also they can change the whole program all season. If I can go to a kid home that's choosing between Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, or I'm just going to use a name, for instance, a Tulane. He might love Tulane.
Right.
But he might say, and the coach coming in like, hey man, I mean, we went to the playoffs. You want to compete with the big boys? We right there with you. If you don't feel like we're gonna do it, like our program is solid too. So if their program is already solid, then guess what? That gives a more even playing field.
And you factor in NIL now. So not only are we able to compete, where now we can't compete because we never get to the top 4. Now we can compete. We can get transfers. We can give them some NIL stuff because some kids transferring because they can't get on the field. So you get an influx at a Tulane, just using for an example. Shit, Tulane ain't your daddy Tulane no more. You probably don't really want to see them boys out there. So I love it, man. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
What I've been wanting since we've been on the show.
And the other thing I looked at the other day, I think it was Ross who put it out, like exactly like how it might go, like the format as far as scheduling and everything. about moving up a week. Basically, you wouldn't have that same whole month after the conference championship game.
Which makes sense, right?
I think you have like 2 weeks and everything will be up a week. The college football will be the actual championship game will be like a week later, but you won't have the breaks in between. I'm trying to remember exactly what was said. If I can just find it real quick. Lord knows
that was always the craziest thing to me when people would come up with that about the schedule. I'm like, but all the other divisions have figured all of this out.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And
like
that's
all the
crazy.
other divisions have a playoff and they have figured this out. Like it ain't rocket science.
Well, you know what it is though, Ben. You have to think about the origin of it. You know, if you just think about the name FBS, it was Football Bowl Series, so it was built around a bowl system, not really a championship system. Versus FCS Football Championship Series. So that's the thing. How do you intertwine the two?
And I know they won't come out like you said, come out and say it, but I would like as we cover and we talk about a lot, I would like the SWAC champion to get a seat at the table too. Like, I mean, because you take a year like this year. If Jackson pulls his off and you telling me you got a 12-team playoff, I would like to see Jackson be able to have a seat at this table. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's just, I know it may be a little more to it, and like you said, I know it's a lot of allegiances and all that stuff that goes along with that. But
the fact number one is FBS. And Jackson State plays in FCS. Now, the whole conference has been talking about moving towards FBS. That's a whole conversation that Commissioner McClellan is having. But there's also other thing. I'm not in 100% favor of having to move the whole conference to FBS because I'm all about like prosper where you at. And when I say prosper where you at, that just means that if we can move, they're gonna have to move at a conference as a whole conference instead of trying to do it by itself. But this was the schedule I was looking for. This is tentative. First round will be Friday through Saturday, third week of December. Multiple games on Saturday. We'll go head to head with NFL, but that's a football lover's dream.
Right.
Quarterfinals, you have 3 games on New Year's Day, 1 game likely on New Year's Eve. And then, of course, the quarters, that's when the bowls will start. Semis, potentially Thursday through Friday before the NFL wild card weekend.
And a lot of people may say, well, man, that's a lot of games. Well, you got to think about it. It's a lot of games if you're playing each week versus your top 4, who possibly, if you top 4, you may only play 2 games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to play
the same amount of games.
All those games, if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If you get in there and run the table, then yeah, you're going to play some games. But if I'm the top 4, I win it all. You talking about me playing 2 to 3, 3 games maybe?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, with the playoffs, you're giving us 2 extra games because you got to win 2 games in the playoffs. So I guess with this one, you would have to end up winning either 2 or 3 games. Is that right now? If you were the 12th seed, you would have to win 3 games to win it all, right?
So really, you have to play one more game.
First round, in the quarterfinals.
You got first round bye.
Semi. Well, you talking about if you? I would say like if he. Well, he was talking about 12.
I'm thinking about both. If you were the 12th seed, because that means you would have to play each round. If you were the 12th seed, you have to win how many games? 4.
Probably 4 to win the championship.
4 to win the championship. So, and that means if you was the top 4, like Dave was saying, you would have to win
3. So you would basically have to play one more game than you would have had to play.
Right. I mean, that's
the point.
Right. And I guess that was my point I was trying to make. Like, you talking about one more game than what you playing right now.
And they talking about moving the calendar. So you talking about moving the calendar front end and back end too. They talking about no more week 0 and just going into a week 1.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So you talking about taking a week out also. Like all this stuff is tentative, but you know how tentative stuff is. Right. But it's like, moving to week 0, week 1, like just be honest, like would you be more hurt by not having a week 0 or having a week 1 and knowing that you're gonna have
a chance?
A chance. Yeah. Like you take a team like Clemson, they want to talk about this and that, and you take a team like Ohio State, they want to talk about this. But like once you at that point, because right now, if you watch the college football playoff show on Tuesday, it's like they talk about those teams when they get to 10, but when they get they were like, oh, this team has no shot. That's crazy to say that no teams at 7 that has 0 or 8 has 0 shot of getting in when they done play the whole season. They might be 10-2. So they might be 10-2 and getting right at the getting right at the right time. So who knows? That's the thing about it, man. Like, I know what people gonna say. I know what they gonna hear, but like, you take some of those not mid-major, but like middle tier teams. What if a Ole Miss or Wake Forest or even a Tennessee, or take anybody? It may be a top 30, might be a top 11 team.
Florida State.
Or Florida State right now. Florida State, one of the hottest teams right now. Yeah.
Give them what they want. Give them a chance. They gonna all figure this out. Look, I know people are not really paying attention, but there's 4 numbers that keep being mentioned in a lot of stuff going on in college football. That is 2, that's a 0, and that's a 2 and a 4. And it ain't no coincidence. Conference expansion. They mentioning that. Now you got this playoff about to happen.
Harrison, FSU ain't hot.
FSU was hot, Aaron. We hot.
You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff like that. But anyway, I mean, it's interesting subject, man. We can go, once we get more details, we can go down into it. And let's get a one-word answer. Is Deion staying at this time next week? Is Deion Sanders the head coach of Jackson State?
Yes.
Chuck?
I'm gonna say no.
You gonna say no? Dave?
You said this time next week?
This time next week.
I would say yes, only because one reason, because you got Celebration Bowl. But I know what you said. I know what you're saying though.
Yeah. Like is it gonna happen eventually this off season?
Yeah. Man, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm with you.
I don't know. I mean, my gut says that he stays another year.
Me too.
My gut don't.
I say he stays till Shador. I've been holding on to that one. I say he stays till Shador.
Well, I thought about that, but he said in an interview, like you like my son coming with me.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That don't
said it. He said it. He said he coming with me. Wherever I go, he coming.
And then my thing was, I thought the Nike Under Armour thing had a big thing to do with it. Obviously, he said somebody told him, those coach told him that Nike was really trying to mend those fences with him. So if he goes to Colorado, which I think is probably his destination, I think that he jumps at it. I mean, he'll be in a Power 5, a lower team Power 5. If he builds up Colorado, I mean, kids nowadays, can travel to him and play for Deion, and they mama watch games on TV because they got every station possible now that you can watch. They got the Pac-12 network and all that good stuff.
I will say this, man. I mean, asking him like, do I think he's gonna leave him? I'm thinking no, and I will say that since he does social media everything, and since we've been on the SWAT call with him every week to get to hear his words, see his mannerisms, and all that kind of stuff like that. Even the stuff that he does, like where he took calls from the fans on Zoom and did all this other kind of stuff like that. It doesn't feel like, I think to the outside world, and I hate to say this, and I know I'm gonna make some people mad, but I'm a truth teller. I know to the outside world, it's like, oh, the automatic thing is for Prime to do this, but y'all thinking like a coach. Prime ain't no regular coach. And also everything he's done, whether it's the stuff with Mississippi Valley State, all the calls that he has made for different HBCUs, all the other stuff that he's doing. I'm not saying he's not going to go, but you have to understand, like, it's going to be a lot of backlash. I mean, because he's been pushing that. If this happens, that's all. That's it. Ain't like Prime just been being Prime. He's been like building the HBCU brand. He's been building everything that goes along with it. And at some point, you don't need the money. So what are we going for?
But at the same time, Deion is pulling a lot of his money out. He doesn't need the money. I agree with that part. but he is pouring a lot of his own money out to different spots, to the university, to the SWAC conference. He's pouring out his own funds. At some point in time, he's gonna be like, you know what? I think I did what I need to do. I gotta
The
go.
only issue I think as it comes to money, and here's why I think that he will probably leave. Because he made a statement. He said he told y'all. He said, I want to get my
that
coaches.
part about his son coming with him, that's powerful.
Yeah. And he said, I want to get my coaches paid.
Right.
So where it may not be necessarily, it's going to definitely help his pockets naturally. But I mean, the guys around him may get a $500,000, $1 million, $500,000, said pay bump.
Yep. True.
So, but I do think I'll say this, and I'll be done with it. I think that he is more impactful where he is. He's more impactful to college football. I don't think he'll ever be more impactful than where he is now. True. Because he has an opportunity to change a lot of the narratives.
Yeah.
But I do understand when you talk about the guys around him, they're sticking to Coach Prime because without him, some of those guys may not be able to get to that next level on their own. Maybe,
some of them, Dennis Thurman been in the NFL. He got NFL guys on his staff. I'm sure he's talking about some of the ones that ain't been around forever. Right. I mean,
and then they make it peanuts.
Right.
In comparison to what college coaches make, I put it that way.
Right.
In that comparison. So yeah,
it's gonna be a thing because I'm not worried about people like us. People that watch the sport, that people that follow it. I'm worried about the ones that now everybody, like 2 years ago, everybody didn't know the name Deion Sanders in Jackson State. They didn't know what was going on. I'm talking about the ones that now that are like just riding this wave and just really now understanding what's going on. Man, you can tell it just from our YouTube channel, like just from the comments. Like he's like a resurrected like a god. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they kind of look at it, and it's like. A lot of people are going to look at it like, hey, you did all this now, and now you just leave, and we don't want to have nothing to.
And that's the crazy part about it is, I never thought that he was going to be a lifer at Jackson State.
Well, it ain't about life though.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that because he's been so big, and because he's promoted the conference as well as he has, I think you got some people like David said that may be, feeling a certain type of way if he dips, but I mean, it's about growth. I mean, I don't think Deion got in the coaching to think to say, "Hey, I'm just gonna sit in the SWAC his whole entire."
No. It's not that. And see, that's what I'm saying when I say it's just about the football part. I'm with you. I'm with you what you're saying, but what I'm saying is like the stuff that he has done, and if you look like consistently how he's talking and how he's moving, like he's not moving like, okay, I'm pushing this movement. He's moving like a guy like, I want to see this change. Well, why can't we do this? And then like the talks he's doing like on stage and stuff like that, when he's saying like, we got to start doing this for our own people, and we got to start doing this, and we got to do this and do that. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not saying, that's what I said, I'm not saying us, but like even on our channel and other people, there's a lot of non-football people who follow what Deion do culturally wise at Jackson State.
Right, but and at the same time, though, when it's going, what if it doesn't change? How long does he have to stay to say, hey, when's it going to be that point where he won't get crucified? When's it going to be at that point where you got to worry about the black class? It ain't going to happen. Either way, they're going to say something if he leaves 5 years from now or if he leaves now. It ain't going to matter.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I don't know that because I'm not gonna say that because if some of the changes he talk about or some of them go through and he helps with that, I'm not saying that he can't leave in general. I'm just saying that how he is carrying some of the things that he has done, and then to leave it out there in a gray area, I get it. A growth. If you want to do that, that's fine. But you can't. You can't promote how hard you're promoting for HBCUs and do that on College Game Day and in the same season and leave.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This might. I mean, like I said, we should got one more year. So if he wants to Shador and then take off again next year, I mean, if something comes up or open again next year. I mean, I want to see what a year difference is going to make if that happens.
I just guess that if he leaves now, everything that he's talked about, the ability for these guys to be able to come to HBCUs and get to the league.
What about
There
the
have been
combine? What about the
some-
combine? What about the combine?
Yeah, and there has been some that's playing on on Sundays that has come through there. But
Right.
I mean, I don't know if did any of them get like actually drafted like on the first day. I don't think nobody got drafted first day, second day, guys. So I think that's one of the things he's talked about, and also they're talking about I think building an on-campus stadium. I think they've gotten approval for that too. So
Yeah, they did.
so if he can see some projects through and leave
get 'em
that
started.
program
In a better
much better than it was prior to him coming, it's still gonna be folks talking trash. I mean, they hate him, right? Some folks hate his guts right now, so they really gonna talk
the
about it.
backlash is hard just for even the offers. Crazy.
So I don't know if it's an easy way in or out, but
It ain't. And it ain't no easy way for him. In or out.
later is the latter is better. I suppose that way.
We can talk more about this, but man, we're gonna go let y'all go, man. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, we'll be doing some things from Jackson on Saturday. Hopefully we'll get down there. Hopefully, like I said, it's supposed to be raining this morning. I mean in the morning, and then like it's not supposed to rain while the game is going on. So hopefully, so if not, I'm being prepped. Either way it go. But we gonna bring some stuff to y'all, man, while we down there, man. Hope y'all can see some other good things. But enjoy championship weekend. And if you don't do nothing else, you better be looking at transfer portal because it is hot right now. It's hot. Monday morning, I said it. I posted on social. Monday morning is gonna be like a third signing day for a lot of people. You better get your popcorn ready. Because a lot of names y'all don't know is about to go in the portal, and a lot of coaches about to dip as soon as after championship weekend on the coordinator side. But watch for that. Just watch it. Here we go. It's short. It's ready to hit it. All right, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Nothing else, man. We see y'all Saturday, man, and we'll holler back out, y'all. Peace.